Hello and welcome back to the Adventure with the Boys D&D 5th Edition Real Play campaign. I am Jared Slate, your Dungeon Master. Last time, our heroes encountered some confused cultists and stole their legendary artifact. They released a planetar from the flask and told it to kill Lord Pyrrhus. Let's find out what happens next, right now.
Perhaps we should have kept him in the flask and found something else to kill this.
Well, who's the one who opened it?
Well, hold on. Can't you just put it back into the flask? He's gone, right?
He's gone.
Like the planetar is gone.
Yes.
We also could have put Lord Pyrrhus in the flask.
We could still do that. I mean,
I don't think we're going to get to the town before Mr. Fly destroys his mansion.
oh, there goes our house.
Yeah, this.
We can still go and check for a stone, though.
I thought about putting him back in, but if we failed, I feel it would be very bad for us.
Agreed.
So as you come out of the cave, it's pretty dark out now. Like, you didn't spend too terribly long in there, but it's now full nightfall in there. So would you guys like to start heading back to town at night, or would you like to camp out?
How long of a hike is it to get back to town?
A few hours it took us to get here.
It's a 3-hour hike if you know the way, but you guys don't exactly know the way. You just kind of
bumbled.
Yeah, let's go ahead and camp the night here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that might be best for all of us to get a good night's sleep and travel in the daylight.
We're not going to make it back to the town before the deed is done anyway.
Yeah, so.
Alright, so everyone is level 3 now. You are bedding down for camp. Are you guys going to post watch? Or are you going to go to bed?
I volunteer as tribute.
Alright, night guys.
All
Alright. So you guys go to bed, you take turns keeping watch and stuff. And Brandy, when it is your time to keep watch, I need to steal you for a minute.
Okay, I guess I'll be second to last watch.
All right.
Hang on, guys. God
Fine.
need.
So, yeah. So everyone's snoozing. Brandy's keeping watch. As you are sitting there keeping watch, you suddenly hear a voice in the back of your head.
Har jag måste se mig temat. Sitter på här något rum. Oreversal. Se jag dessa kebab. Se jag zurk. Kläder rum. I kappa. Vårskvär den asterix. Agir. Genja karavas.
What?
So,
I'm guessing it's a language I don't know.
no, that was in Draconic.
Oh, so I do understand.
You do. It says,
Hello, little one. I am Tiamat. I have noticed you. You are powerful. I will be watching you. I will make use of you. For now, drink the dragon's blood. Gain its power.
Drink the dragon's blood.
yeah. So as this voice is permeating your being, you feel like this reverence wash over you, like a very joyous feeling. The only thing that's ever come close to bringing you that much pleasure has been piles and piles of money. And you realize that was like the touch of a god.
Can I, as I feel the height of the sensation, can I, kind of out loud go, woo?
You don't want to do that because everyone's sleeping,
Fair.
but she told you to drink the dragon's blood. So, what we're gonna do here, because Loki is not very smart, he wants the gold dragon scales. So I'm gonna have you roll stealth, and you're gonna sneak over to Sleeves and just take a little nibble and suck a little blood from him.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty Well, I made stealth one of my proficiency.
So roll with advantage because you have like Tiamat with you.
Thank God, because that would have been real bad. 21.
All right. So you sneak on over or to Sleeves' sleeping body, and you just kind of take a little knife out and you poke a little hole in his arm and just start sucking some blood out. And you cough a little bit, but you hear in the back of your mind,
Good. Very good. Now sleep, little one.
so you feel this intense euphoria and drowsiness wash over you, and you just kind of pass out right next to Sleeves.
Oh, that was good.
And we're back.
Ah, we're still sleeping.
So, Floki never wakes up the next person to do their shift. You all just kind of wake up in the morning, and Floki and Sleeves are all snuggled up together.
Oh no. I don't have a say in this.
No, you're all at 21
were
for
sleeping.
stealth, and you were sleeping, so.
Oh boy. Wait, he
Gold
chose to do
scales.
this?
Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, so you all get up, and you're feeling like very refreshed, feeling more powerful than you were the night before because you leveled up.
Feeling mildly uncomfortable.
Oh my God, that was great sleep.
And I'm gonna have
Did you
Sleeves.
get cold?
I'm gonna have Sleeves roll perception.
All right. What is my? Okay. That is a 9.
So you don't really notice anything immediately. Your arm's a little itchy, but that's about it. You have a little scab on your arm. Think
What?
it might be a mosquito bite. Right. So you guys gonna head back to town?
Yeah, let's see the damage.
Yeah, let's go see if Lord Pyrus is dead.
All right.
And
I
see
would
if we can
certainly
find a
hope so.
stone.
What do you all
I
think
just-
about breakfast at the tavern when we get back?
Which one?
Any of them. The good ones.
Well, I spat in one of them. We should probably not go there.
So you guys set out early in the morning. The sun's just beginning to rise, and by the time you get back to Oxpost, good 3.5 hour hike. You can see your tracks from before, so you follow them back. You get back to the town as the sun's getting higher, and you notice there's a lot more people walking around now. And you
Hopefully.
can see the manor is still standing, but there seems to be a crowd gathering out in front of it.
Well, I say we invite ourselves in.
Yeah, I
like
think that
that
would be good.
So you go into the manor?
Is there any sort of official or someone out front? Or it's just a bunch of people?
Mostly just a bunch of people going about their business. They seem happier, livelier than before. There also seems to be like a lot of people running to and from the manor.
Or like they're going in and out of it?
No, they're like gathering in the street in front of it to get a look at something, and then they're like running away excitedly.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's take a peek.
Well, yeah, I say let's go inside.
Alright, so you guys approach the crowd of people out in front of the manor, and as you wiggle and push your way to the front, there's this huge pyre, and it is ablaze with blue-white flames just going all the way up into the sky, and you can see in the middle a Cambion with a spear going through his mouth and out between his legs, sticking him to the center of the pyre.
Oof. Definitely made a show of it, didn't he?
Pretty thorough.
That's amazing. I got my money's worth.
So
You didn't pay anything.
Exactly.
So no one's going in the manor. The doors are ajar a little bit, but Nobody's running in and out. They're mostly just coming to look at Lord Pyrrhus's flaming corpse and be on their way.
Is there any way to check his body without dying?
No.
I don't.
All right.
Dean, that's something you don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
Let's go get our money out of this manor.
Yeah, stone, you mean? If there
Mhm.
even is one here.
Oh, right, stone.
Now, should we split up or stay together?
And any money. Let's go in a group. No
yeah,
game.
I don't see a reason why we need to split up. I mean, it's a manor.
So
Alright.
while you guys are standing there discussing what to do, a guy walks up to you and says, "Can you believe it? That angel just came into town, swooped in here, and grabbed Lord Pyrrhus right out of his manor and stuck him to the ground. I swear he's been burning all night. I think he
Yeah,
might be there forever."
Yeah, our buddy sent him.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Your buddy? What? The angel?
Whoa.
Whatever you say, guys. And
Wait, no,
he just
I can
kind of
prove
walks
it.
away laughing.
I'll prove it next time. Put the next commoner in this bottle.
I mean,
Alright, so you...
Enter the mansion.
Yes, Lord Pyrrhus's mansion. It's a very, very large mansion. It's got some large dark oak paneling. There's a lot of windows, indicating there's a lot of rooms in it. The main door is a large double door with a golden demon head knocker. The manor itself is about 3 stories tall, and the lawn and bushes seem to be well tended. But the double doors are slightly ajar. It appears you are not the only ones to have gone inside.
great. Well, I think the most important thing that we find is one of those stones. However, any other treasures would be equally as
We'll see if it's looted already.
well. Hopefully, it's not.
So-
I was shown one of those Ioun stones, right? Like we were.
You've all seen them. Dragon Vex had 3 of them floating around his head.
Right.
Could I cast locate object as a ritual?
How long does it take?
10 minutes.
Sure. If the rest of you want to do like investigation,
Yeah, I mean,
do everyone give me investigation with advantage except for Demi because you're gonna do your ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 19, and I have +1, so I have 20.
13.
12.
All right, so you guys thoroughly search the house, or what you believe is thoroughly.
I got a 20. I'm better at looking than tying knots.
Yeah, you see with your special eyes.
I searched the house with my tongue coming out of my mouth.
Anyway,
Good.
so Dean, while you are searching around, you find a silver sword with a sapphire in its pommel, and it has
Okay.
wings for crossguards.
Ooh.
It is a rapier, but when you pick it up, you can feel it is magical. And you find a dancing sword.
Okay, is that... Can I add that item? Do I see...
Yes, it is a real item. The dancing sword. You can use a bonus action to toss this magic sword into the air and speak the command word. So use a bonus action, toss it into the air. When you do so, the sword begins to hover. It flies up to 30 feet per round and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. The sword uses your attack roll and ability score modifier to damage rolls. Yeah, so basically you can use a bonus action to make it move 30 feet and attack.
Okay,
And
I like that.
it's just an extra hands-free weapon. You can also hold it. Like, I believe you can dual wield, so you can use it as a physical weapon or you can toss it. So,
If I'm using it as a physical weapon, can I still use the bonus action to make it go 30 feet, or...
yeah, you could attack
Okay.
with it and then, like, throw it.
Okay, and since I'm dueling, I can use it and my Morning Star?
Yes.
Okay. End of questions.
That's a really cool weapon there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If he didn't roll so high, I probably wouldn't give it to him. But
You found a rock.
Matt, what did you roll?
A 13.
And Brandy rolled a 12.
Yes.
Right. Matt, you find a rod. It is an immovable rod. It's a flat iron rod with a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place. Until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again, the rod doesn't move, even if it's defying gravity. The rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall. A creature can use an action to make a DC 30 strength check, moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet on a success.
Neat.
So like it can
It's
just float in the air.
Really cool.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
It's
You can do
about-
some interesting stuff with it.
I think it's about a foot long, maybe a little shorter.
Yeah.
So we'll
Is
say it's
Gar
10
any good
inches
with
long.
acrobatics?
And then Floki, you go blitzing it straight to his private chambers, knocking all the pictures off the wall, and you find a secret safe hidden behind one of them. And inside you
Of course he
find
does.
600 gold pieces.
What?
Does anybody come with me?
No, you're all searching different parts of the house. Except
Hey guys,
for
I found
Musk.
200 gold pieces.
I'm very surprised.
Except for Musk, who is sitting in the doorway meditating.
Mushrooms, 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 mushrooms.
We should split up that gold evenly between us.
You don't know how much you got.
So how much is 200 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4?
That's
Yes,
50
204
apiece.
ways.
50 apiece.
Thanks.
Yeah, so here, 50 for each of you. What a good day.
And
Good find.
so Musk completes his ritual to find an iron stone, but there is not one here.
Ugh.
Beans.
It was worth a shot. Good job,
Well,
mate.
at least we each got 50 gold, right?
50 gold. Oh boy. All right. I'll take it.
Yeah, no complaints.
Let's go spend that gold at the nice tavern.
Is there anything else I could search?
Yeah, so once you complete your ritual and they come back showing you what you got, you get excited, so roll investigation with advantage.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad that it's advantage. That is a solid 16, sir.
Solid 16. Alright, you find, at first you think it's just a crumpled up bedsheet, so you go to shake it out, but it ends up being a robe covered in a bunch of various patches. And you find a robe of useful items.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, cool.
Or it's not.
I
who knows?
immediately put it on.
It's very big for you, but you don't care.
Do I attune to it?
Actually,
nope. I
no,
don't
this
think
one's not attuned. I think the sword is. I think the dancing rapier you have to attune to. If you want to, you guys can spend like a day in the town celebrating, drinking with the people, and like crashing it in.
I say yes.
Yay, verily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
You spend a day gallivanting about the town, trying to convince the townsfolk that you were friends with the Planetar, and no one believes you. You get into a couple shouting matches, you drink a lot, you all get hammered, wasted, and you get a
Some
room at
easier
the...
than others.
I was like, Gar over here can't hold anything.
Yeah, I pass out very quickly.
So, which inn do you go to?
I don't know.
In Draconic, I'm going to ask, what was the inn that we interrogated that man?
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't remember any of them. It was the Queen something.
Dean, roll perception for me.
Okay. Yoink. 15 or 18.
Right. So as Floki turns and asks this of you, you notice his draconic is a lot better than before. And you also notice something glinting on his arms. Kinda looks like
Did he steal my sleeves?
small golden scales coming in on his arms.
Oh man. Where did those scales come from?
Okay. Donde?
Are you speaking Spanish? Does that language exist in this world?
It would be common.
It was just, I was just masking it as draconic. I'm just like, what? Where?
Those ones right on your arm.
I look on my arms.
And for the first time, you see the scales as well.
Was die Helle? I try to pull one off.
It is firmly attached. It's part of you.
God damn, how do I spend this?
Do I have like a bald spot on my arm?
No. But you do still have that little scab.
Okay.
Maybe it's because the angels are rewarding me for my good deeds.
Oh my gosh, what do I want to say?
How about we talk about it over a drink, friend, Alf Draconic?
What did you do last night? Why did you wake up next to me?
All I remember is feeling real good and then passing out.
Can I try to intimidate him? Like, can I roll for that? Does that work?
You can.
Can I try to
Do so. You can roll Intimidate with disadvantage because you're like caught off guard right now.
My intimidation's not good. Okay. Okay, it's an 8.
Floki is not intimidated.
Dear friend, come now. Let us drink. Have we not freed these people just like you freed your people?
Alright.
Buddy, old chum, old pal.
Alright. Let's go get a drink.
So you guys head off to the Queen's Blessing. I guess leaving Musk and Gar passed out in an alleyway.
They passed out?
Yeah,
When did they
that's
pass
fine.
out?
We were drinking.
Yeah.
Adios, friendos.
I sleep very, very comfortably in my robe of useless items.
Yeah, your gigantic robe of useless stuff.
I like
Like
to.
basically a portable bed robe.
I have this picture of like just this massive turtle shell in an alleyway, and it just looks like there's a blanket over it because.
I was just thinking that, yeah. So we didn't read. We didn't read what the robe of useless items does, but if you guys
Oh yeah, so
no.
the robe of useless items. This robe has cloth patches of various shapes and colors covering it. While wearing the robe, you can use an action to detach one of the patches, causing it to become the object or creature it represents. Once the last patch is removed, the robe becomes an ordinary garment. The robe has 2 of each of the following patches: 2 daggers, 2 bullseye, filled and lit, or 2 bullseye lanterns, sorry. They're both filled and lit. 2 steel mirrors, 2 10-foot poles, 2 hempen ropes, and 2 sacks. In addition, the robe has 4d4 other patches. The GM chooses the patches or determines them randomly.
And it's a D100 table of a plethora
Oh my
of
God.
different things. It's
Alright, so there's
crazy.
12 extra patches on it.
Okay.
And
Alright, sweet.
I'm not going to say what they are. I'm going to have you roll for each one whenever you pull
That's
them
fine.
off.
I would love to roll for each one. So there's like can there be patches with like question marks on them? Like just that there's question mark patches?
All 12 of them are question marks.
Yes. All right, that is wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited.
Can any of them just be like a couple dragon scales that I can put back on my arm?
There's one dragon scale, but you don't notice it right now because he's passed out in an alleyway. Alright, so Sleeves and Floki go off to the inn and kind of put their hard times behind them and start drinking together excessively. So, overnight, Dean, you attune yourself to your dancing sword,
Yay.
and so I need to steal Dean.
No.
So when you wake up in the morning and you pick up your sword,
Is
you
Floki next to me again?
no, he's not next to you.
Okay.
He's in a different room.
I'll
You
say 2
hear-
nights in a row. That's a bit much. That's
you
not
hear
an
a little
accident.
voice in your head.
Hello, Sleeves. It's good to be with you.
Hang on. I'm waking up. Like I can understand this.
Yeah, you're waking up, you grab all your equipment, you pick up your sword,
Okay.
your new dancing sword, and you hear that voice in your head.
Who said that? Where are you?
What do you mean, where am I? You're holding me.
What? I look down at the sword and I assume that's where it's coming from.
Yes, that's me.
You can talk
Of course. Why wouldn't I be able to talk?
because you're a sword.
Trivialities. I'm glad we'll be working together. I look forward to it.
Are you some kind of spirit who was trapped in this sword, or have you always been here?
I've always been here. Just as you have always been a dragonborn, I have always been a sword.
Will the others be able to hear you?
Only if you want them to.
For now, I will keep it just you and me being able to talk.
Ooh, secrets, they're so fun.
Do you know anything about the stones we're looking for?
The stones? I know very little. They were created by the goddess Ioun, but that's about all I know.
All right, then you're about even with me then.
Hmm. Maybe we should get some breakfast. I could really use some blood.
You have to eat?
There's no response.
Okay.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Oh no! Wait.
Ah,
So, Floki and Sleeves come out of the Queen's Blessing. They go and find Gar and Musk sprawled out in an alleyway. They look nice and cozy.
should we wake them? They look comfortable. Like a nice little family.
Would be a shame. Wake up!
I was gonna say I was gonna throw some water on them, but I was like, I don't. Matt's scary.
If I'm a turtle, I would like that. That'd be like a good morning, Sleeves. But
Okay,
now
let's
since
see.
you woke me up normally, I'm just like,
It was Brandy. Floki did it.
In the bottle you go.
He's charging. Open the flask.
All right, I'm up.
Musk, you awake?
Mm. Mm.
You somewhere in that giant sheet?
Yeah, only if you could find me.
I'm sure I can smell you before I'll see
You
you.
just see it moving. Yeah, I'm awake. Oh, like stretch, crack my back. So, do I notice that
What?
The scales on
Floki's
Brandy's arm.
Roll perception.
Cool. All right, I can do that.
Please roll high.
Has anyone noticed these mushrooms on Musk?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, he-
that's a 20. Not natural, but it's a 20.
He did bring that up to us, Brandon. He was like, should we worry about this? And we were all like, nah.
Yeah, so you look at Floki's arms, and there's definitely like some gold scales on his arms, like mostly around like his elbows, kind of on his biceps a little bit. There's a little tiny bit crawling up his neck too. Most of it's covered by his clothing, but there's definitely golden scales that were not there before.
Can I see if they're like attached to him? Because like I'm questioning. I want to go and tug.
Peasant.
I want to go and tug on one of them.
You can try. I don't think he'll let you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try anyway.
I'm gonna try to resist.
All right. Well, I don't know what we're rolling for, but that is a 3.
Ugh.
Anything?
Just roll a d20. I think I heard a 15.
C.
All
Okay,
right.
because you roboted.
Yeah, you try and grab at one of his scales, and he just kind of pulls away from you in disgust.
Come on,
Do
I want
I-
to see it.
What are
Let
you
me
talking
see
about?
your scales. This is not. I've never actually come to think of it. I don't know if Musk has ever even seen a half elf before.
Uh, he's in the Earth Kingdom. He might have.
Fine.
He
Oh,
said
you're
there.
talking about Musk. Never mind.
Yeah, Musk might have seen half elves before. The Earth Kingdom's pretty liberal too. Like they have a lot of races going into there.
Okay.
The more like
All right.
normal races, like humans, half elves, elves, like half orcs, that kind of stuff, are more common there. Tieflings and orcs are a little less common, but they've been there. So Musk has seen uh, most of the races.
Okay.
We lost
No,
Brandon.
he's back.
Beep up.
Okay.
Do I notice anything about like? I assume the scales are growing,
Yours
like
or
taking up
his?
more. His,
Um.
like he's getting more and more scales.
No, it's not significantly more. It's like
Okay.
when you saw them, they were still a little translucent, like if they were like growing on a newborn, and now they're just kind of solid, but they haven't, there's not more of them.
All right.
Right, so the
Why is everyone
townsfolk are
looking
just
at
kind
me?
of milling about now. They're doing their thing, just traveling around town. You guys know there is a larger town about a 3 days walk north, or the town of Ocean Call, which is about a day's walk south.
Hmm.
The one to the north is larger.
No, they're both large towns.
Wow. Okay. Well, I say we head to the closest one then.
Jared, do we have like map knowledge for our characters?
Uh, not excessively.
Okay, then I'm not even gonna look at it. South sounds good.
Your character knows a bit more because he was in the war, so he's like seen some maps, so he knows of the town of Ocean Call. Uh,
It's probably changed since.
Can I just go buy a map? And I'm sure they exist.
you could. It might not be accurate.
Uh-huh.
But-
How's the bounty board looking?
It's empty right now because
Okay.
up until recently it was just Lord Pyrrhus, so they're still trying to get their bearings, fix up the town a
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
get
yeah,
things
yeah,
moving
yeah.
again. You do know that so the larger towns that are on the map, you know, they're like small cities, like they're big towns, like big populations. The town you're in right now is a couple hundred people. Those towns are like 1,000, 2,000 people. Like they're big.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Musk is probably the only one who doesn't really know about the larger towns
Huh.
because his tribe is mostly dealt with smaller towns. But each of you has basic knowledge about like the closest big town to where you lived.
We
So
had
talking to people in Oxpost, which is the town you're in right now, you've overheard them talking of Ocean Call, which is on the main road. It's the easiest route to get to the main city of Aquis, other than traipsing through the highlands.
hey, I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about ocean travel or boat travel in general. It's pretty relaxing.
I'll go wherever we feel we have a need or a lead or a stone.
Well,
Hmm.
did the Jared, did the necromancer man tell us, or am I just knowing this from blah blah blah? Each major, like the capital city, has a stone in it, like guaranteed, and then there's another one
Yes.
somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
So-
capital cities are built on the ley lines, and they
Right.
kind of plug their stones into the ley lines to provide a benefit to the entire kingdom. It's a little unusual in Oceanus because you have so far not experienced that benefit. But generally, yes, the stones are in the capitals.
Okay. Then I agree to follow down to Ocean Call. The path more or less leads to Aquis and another stone.
Onward then.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So you
Let's
guys load up your horse and buggy and start heading south on the road. As you're traveling along, you pass another travelers. You see some orcs and some tabaxi, some bugbears, some half elves. All sorts of races travel on the roads with you. You leave early in the morning. A little late in the afternoon, this Warforged goes zooming by you with a cart in tow, like anime-esque, running as fast as he can, dust flying out behind the cart, and you hear two voices yelling,
Somebody please! Stop him, please!
"Yes, stop him!" And you turn around and you see a tiefling and an Asimir running after the cart. They stop next to you and they say,
Please, you have to help me. My name is Galadan Shu. I need help. My Warforged, it's gone out of control. Please.
Am I the one talking? Anyone? Anyone have an idea?
Well,
It
you
is-
started talking first.
it is running in the direction you guys were going.
If we catch up, we'll help.
It's
Sure.
God.
It's going so much faster than us.
Yeah, I mean, how are we going
Is
to
it
catch
very
up?
far away?
So it's not very far away right now,
How far?
like 500
Specific,
feet.
how many feet?
That's too
120?
far. Too far. I was gonna ask for 120, yeah, but it is way too far.
All right, so we'll say it's 250 feet away.
I can't help you. If it
They
can't be
might-
done at the lift of my hand, it can't be done.
All right, so you
Do
just
we-
you just blow them off, and they say thanks for nothing, and go running after their cart.
I was gonna.
Good
can we get
luck.
can we get the horses to start chasing him?
I don't know.
I'm not driving.
Can
I
we-
don't have animal handling.
Yeah, who's
Can we even
driving?
catch up to him?
You won't know if you don't try.
All right, I'm
Well, I guess
gonna-
normally I drive because I have animal handling and vehicles land, I guess. Okay.
I guess the choice is yours.
I'll try to make the horses catch up to it. Do I have to roll for that?
Okay, so you guys are going to help this poor couple.
Yeah, might as well. We don't have anything else going on right now.
All right, so this is. God, you guys suck. So we're gonna do this as a challenge, and basically we're gonna roll initiative order, and each of you has to do something that would be helpful in this situation, whether it be like
Okay.
calming the horses or driving them on further, or like dumping stuff out of the cart to make it go faster, or casting a spell to slow down the Warforged, whatever. And you have to get a certain number of successes before a certain number of failures.
All right.
Right? So everyone roll initiative.
21.
I got a 3.
7.
11.
Okay. So you guys hop into the wagon and you take off and you start chasing after it and you start catching up a bit. So you're about 100 feet away, and Musk is the first one to act.
While we're
right.
chasing this thing, I'm just imagining the Chocobo theme song playing because of how ridiculous this is.
There you go.
Well, it's gonna get better. I'm gonna go up to the horses and just start slapping their butts like bongos.
Yeah, strategy.
So, what skill are you going to use to do this?
Animal handling.
Also, so with challenges, 2 people can't use the same skill twice in a row. So,
Okay.
So I'll roll animal handling.
yes.
Alright.
For spanking.
12 plus 2, it's 14. It's not that bad.
The
Alright.
horses like it. They go faster.
The horses neigh and whine a little bit, but they start going a little bit faster.
Sorry, I looked at
It
all
worked.
the spells.
Right.
I didn't see any that would help us.
So that is 1 success so far.
So, like, I'm sitting there holding the reins. Musk just climbs up in the front seats and starts like double handling, like smacking these horses on the butt.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, horsies, go!
Next up is Floki. So you're about
Oh,
90
God.
feet from this thing now.
So
I
I was wondering if I could use minor illusion to conjure a tasty-looking carrot in front of them to persuade them to go faster.
Alright. So what skill or stat will you be using for this?
I guess persuasion.
Is Musk still spanking them?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
until his next turn.
Okay.
Spanking.
Actually, Brandy, make this an Arcana check.
Okay, it was bad either way.
What'd you roll?
Matter of fact, it's worse now. It is minimum of 1, correct?
Yes.
So 0, but minimum of 1.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3, and I have -3.
Oh my goodness.
So you summon an image of a carrot in front of the horses, but it actually scares the shit out of them and they rear up real quick. But
Oh my
then,
gosh.
so that it moves on to Gar. What do you do? The horses are currently rearing up in panic as the Warforged
one of the
pulls
horses.
away again.
Matt, just follow what Musk did. It worked.
Well, I can't. I can't start slapping
Intimidate them by snapping at their tails.
Oh, this is so bad.
Musk just tries to like, Daddy, get over here, try this.
All right, so the horses currently are like stopped, right?
So the whole
like,
round
there's-
takes 6 seconds. So basically, what has happened in the last 3 seconds was Musk jumping onto the backs of the horses to slap their butts, and then Floki summoned a carrot and scared the crap out of them.
Does Musk fall off?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Or maybe
Christ.
he is. Who knows?
I have almost the right mind to just jump out and lighten the load.
I was about to say, you're pretty heavy.
I
He's gonna jump out to lighten the load. That's what it is. He doesn't think this is all embarrassing.
So yeah, you can do that. Roll athletics.
Oh, I'm good at that. Yep, see you guys. With athletics, 20.
Alright.
Dang.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you
See
hop
ya.
out and you just kind of duck into your shell and skid on the dirty road, but the cart, lunges a bit forward, which pushes the horses back into motion, and you are no longer on the wagon as it
Have
pulls away from
fun.
you.
I'll catch up.
Sleeves is next.
How far away is the cart?
So you were catching up, but then you got a momentary hitch, so it's about 100 feet away right now.
Ugh, not close enough. Okay.
Ooh, I can still do the thing.
Well, I don't have any magic. Can't slap the butts. Man, I honestly don't know what I can do. I don't want to jump off too. Well, can I jump off? Because Matt did.
Oh no.
You can,
Wait,
but it's
just
not.
leave Musk on the
Oh.
cart by himself.
Oh no. No, I would be on the horse's like butt by
Yeah, so
myself.
if all of you jump off, yeah, the cart will catch up, but it won't stop the Warforged.
Um, man,
You can try and like intimidate the horses, or like use nature to calm them down or something.
well, what I
Catch
was
the
thinking
tail
is
on fire.
if I use a breath attack off the back, will it just like jet us forward? But I don't want to waste my one breath attack for the day.
I would allow it.
Yeah, why not? I'll do it. I lean off the back, and then I use a breath attack to help push us forward.
So roll performance.
Performance, okay. Come on! It's a 2.
Oh no.
It's another failure. So you go to the back of the wagon
I
to
just cough.
breathe fire, and you just kind of, yeah, you shoot fire into the dusty road, and just a bunch of dust comes back into your face, and you cough and sputter. And
Oh,
part of the
This
wagon's
is
actually on fire
ridiculous
now.
thing ever.
oh no.
Oh god.
Wait, what? What's on?
Wagon.
Your
Come
wagon is
on.
now on fire a little bit.
Fui, fui.
Alright. It's back to Musk.
I'm gonna druid craft a like sugar cube and try and calm the horses.
Okay, what skill are you going to use for that? Medicine?
Yeah, let's try medicine. Let's do
Okay.
medicine. It's a plus 2, so please 15 plus 2.
Alright, that
17.
works. So you calm the horses down, you give them the sugar cubes while they're running, and they get a little boost of speed. You start catching up to the robot.
Oh no.
And it is Floki's turn. You're about 80 feet from the robot.
80 feet from the robot, I'm gonna try to trip it up by shooting a firebolt.
The front half of the wagon catches on fire.
Alright, this could only end well. What are you using for this?
It only end well.
You used Arcana last time, so you can't use it again.
Oh no.
True. How about I'm trying to see what would fit. Perception, because I'm like trying to aim.
Sure.
Okay, that's bad. Let's go.
Excellent. He's gonna hit you, Musk.
Or one of the
7.
horses.
Oh god. So you light your horse's reins on fire.
Why?
Go faster.
And yeah, so they are now freaking out, but there is now also strain. So your horses are running faster, so you're getting closer to it, but there's only a matter of time before the fire burns completely through the halter and the horses get away.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're not gonna want to come back.
So we'll go to sleeves. You guys are at 3 successes and 3 failures.
Oh no.
You need 5 successes to win, or 5
needed-
failures to lose.
I just had to get some of the mood music in the chat. Okay, so the horse's reins caught on fire, and what happened?
Back half of the thing is on fire.
Yeah, like half
But
your wagon
we still
is on
have the
fire.
horses. We're still running after.
Yes.
Yeah, but the reins are going to burn through from the fire, and our horses will get away.
Okay. I'm going to do the tried and true sleeve signature move where I grab Brandy and I'm not gonna throw him. I'm not gonna throw him. I grab him, and then the two of us jump on the horse that Musk is not on, and then I want to cut away the wagon since
Okay.
it's a lost cause. What do I roll for that?
Our wagon.
Roll athletics for this.
All right.
I know Matt already did athletics, but I should have made him do acrobatics, but it's whatever.
Okay, that is 16.
Alright, you succeed. So you hop onto the horse with Floki in tow and you cut the halter and reins, so your horses are now running very fast away from the burning wagon that is your wagon.
Matt will catch up and he'll put
Yeah,
out
I'll
the
catch
fire.
up and try to put it out.
He just runs up and is like, "Here's the wagon. Where's everything else?"
So we go back to Musk, and you are now catching up even more to this robot.
How far?
You're 60 feet.
Okay, can I try and tangle
Yes,
on the cart?
please do.
Okay. I'm gonna cast entangle.
Okay,
I did it.
what'd you roll?
That's a 14. But what am I rolling?
That's fine. 14 was the difficulty for this challenge anyway. So you finally catch up and you entangle this robot, and it gets all wrapped up in vines and just kind of falls over, tangled up in vines.
We did it.
Oh God. So you go over to it and it's just kind of struggling in the vines, but you stopped it and you stopped the cart it was towing. You wait there for a little bit. Eventually, the two people catch up. Gala Danshu and her husband, Roxanne Danshu.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I was terrified once your wagon caught on fire, but I'm so glad.
So, she tinkers with the Warforge for a bit, and it kind of shuts down. And then her husband, Roxanne, throws it onto the wagon. Says, "Oh, we're so sorry. You know, they reprogrammed all these things after the wars, but sometimes they get a little faulty and don't know what to do. But we're so glad you were here to help us, even after you were originally not going to help us."
We were caught off guard.
So
Injured Connor, which we should have stuck with.
I just give him the stink eye.
they fix up your wagon using a bunch of supplies from their cart, put out the fires, fix up the stuff. They give your horses a little bit of feed, they pat them down, hook them back up for you guys, and they hand you each 150 gold.
Oh my god, thank you.
Totally worth it.
I turn
I got a
around.
question. I got a question.
I'm happy now.
Can I ask you where you two's got one of those little what do you call them? Automatons?
Oh, our Warforged here? This Warforged here, his name is 0077. We bought him in the town of Aquis, and he's been really great. He's a lot easier to take care of than horses, but as you see, sometimes he goes a little bit crazy. But it's been super useful for us as merchants. We can travel around between the towns pretty quickly. You've seen how fast he can run. But
Hey, how much do those things go for? That's a pretty nifty toy.
we had to save up for about 10 years. It cost us about 50,000 gold.
Oh, okay.
But it was so worth it.
Gold.
We each got 150 gold.
Mhm.
Yes. So, yeah, you travel down the road a bit with these two merchants. They ask you guys what you've been up to. You tell them, like, you saved a town, and they don't believe you because no one believes you saved Oxpost because Planetar did it, yada, yada, yada. you get to the town of Ocean Call, and it's got these massive, like 20-foot walls surrounding the entire area, and they're just majestic blue walls. They look kind of white, but when the light hits them, it reflects a very pretty blue color. The town is like 10 times bigger than the last village you were in. The village before looks like a goblin village to you guys after seeing this place. It's very pretty. There's a lot of hustle and bustle. There's guards outside the gate checking people as they go in. Or as you're about to part ways with the merchant, she says,
Oh, by the way, a friend of mine has set up some escape rooms in town. If you are bored and want to try and win some money, go check out Wizzy Dizzledangle's escape rooms.
and she hands
Whoa.
you a coupon for a half-off escape room.
Oh my god.
And that name. Excuse me, ma'am. What was the name again?
Wizzy Dizzledangle.
Dizzy, dangle, dangle.
He's a gnome. You'll love him.
Oh my god.
But
If you say so.
I think we'll call it there for tonight.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy.
But that's all for this session. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. Next time, our valiant heroes journey into the port town of Ocean Call. What could go wrong? Thank you for watching, and lastly, our intro and outro music is If I Had a Chicken by Kevin MacLeod. Thank you.